Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the weeks of May 1st through the 16th, 2019. It is 5:44 my time. I just thought the 44 was significant, and I don't know if you're cross-watching, but I happened to start, I think the Capricorn video exactly at 4:44. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled and cut the cards. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. If you want to reach me for a personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com, which is in the description box below. To register to speak to me on the phone is also in the description box below. But you have to wait until I post a notification video up stating that I'm taking calls. If you don't see that video up, I'm probably not logged in and taking calls for that time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. I have the central issue, heart of the matter, Three of Swords, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. We have the the Knight of Swords. No, this is the Queen. The Queen of Swords. It's air energy, that's all that matters. The Seven of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So it looks as if somebody, I almost feel like somebody ran off, like they just left without really saying anything. I don't know if that's you or somebody did that to you. But I almost feel like there was this opportunity that opened up for somebody, and it's just like, I'm jumping on board. Like, I'm going towards this opportunity. I feel like someone maybe shifted or changed. It could be you or the other person. You also may have been in a situation where you were torn between two people, and you ended up breaking somebody's heart. But it's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean. I had to do what I got to do. And I feel like this is someone who just kind of jumped in a car and pulled off. And I don't know, it's like someone is looking out for themselves now, no matter who gets hurt. So I don't know if you feel that this has been done to you or if you did this to somebody. Now I also feel like this might not necessarily be like something in regards to cheating, but maybe job related. So someone's job maybe took them away, especially if they're a traveler. So maybe someone who drives trucks for a living, or someone who is a pilot or a stewardess. It's like your relationship keeps going on these separations, these temporary separations. And sometimes it takes an emotional toll on you. It's like, man, like, I don't know how much of this I can take. I just want someone that can stay home all the time. Maybe that really bothers you. You know, that someone is always on the road or, you know, flying, or someone's in the military and they're constantly getting, what do you call it? Oh my God, I can't think of it. But they're always like being called back for duty, you know. So maybe it can be frustrating at times. I do see like some sort of confusion. Someone is just like, I don't know what to do. Like, please help me. I just don't know what to do about my situation. And I feel too like maybe some of you might feel a lack of trust in a relationship. Like, somebody may not really believe that the other person is at work. And I don't know if someone is like confronting the other person and just kind of like, tell me the truth. Are you really going to work? Or why are you always getting called in for work? Or is it work or is it something else? I feel like someone really does not believe what somebody is telling them. There is some sort of confusion for some reason. I mean, there is a possibility that there is some sort of emotional affair going on with you and somebody, or your partner and somebody. Yeah, I could see that. Some sort of emotional affair. Where someone is maybe in love to the point where they're not thinking straight, and they start to feel like whatever their current relationship, that something's missing, which kind of brings in feeling torn here. Someone feeling torn because they're like, well, I don't know if this worth leaving my current partner because, you know, this might just be an illusion. I don't know if I'm thinking straight. But whatever the case, whatever is going on, you're starting to feel like, hey, something is missing. I think emotionally I am lost or unfulfilled. If you're single, I feel that you could be still thinking about an ex, and you might be under an illusion thinking that they're going to return, and it's almost, I know you're not literally doing this, but it's almost like you're staring at the front door waiting for them to come back in, or you're in your bedroom and every night you look up expecting them to come through the door, and it's just like they're not there, they're not here. I know they're coming back. I know they're coming back. Like I just feel it. I feel it in my bones, like they're coming back. And I think for some of you, you might be looking at an illusion, something that isn't quite there. Or maybe because you've been having all these dreams and you're like, oh, I keep dreaming about them. It must mean that they're on the way back. And you're just kind of patiently waiting. You're just like, any day now. Any day. And you're just kind of hoping, wishing, praying, waiting for something to manifest. You try to keep yourself busy and preoccupied, but in the back of your mind, you're still thinking about this person in the back of your mind here. Like while you're working, all this you're imagining or you're daydreaming. Now, it could also be a situation where you're in love with a coworker, but it's not clear as to how they feel. And at some point you're like, maybe I should let this fantasy go. Maybe I should move on. I don't think they're really into me. I haven't seen any real signs that, you know, they want to talk to me, even though I feel like it's something there. So you're starting to give up because you're like, it's not happening. I feel like there's a need for you to just, whenever I see the Seven of Pentacles, stop watching things unfold. Like you're like literally just watching. It's like you just need to really stay in this mode. This person is preoccupied. They're focused on other things. They're focused on health, hobbies, work, money, exercise, all of that. Keep yourself busy. Do whatever you need to do. Even if you need to sign up for some sort of classes, go sign up for some painting classes or something. Whatever hobbies you know, go sign up for guitar lessons or do something instead of this guy. This guy is never going, it seems like it's never going to happen because you're watching it. It never happens when you're waiting. So you have to find a way to distract yourself. Now, I also see you could be dealing with a Cancer, Aries, not Aries, air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be any sign, but those are the ones that kind of stood out. And I see too, like you're finally letting go of something. So finally, the minute you let go, here this person come. They was asleep. They was snoring on you. Then you wake up and they're like, hey, where you going? I feel you detaching from me. So this guy is like, I don't know why he kind of looked like this actor named Thomas Jane. Remember that show HBO Hung? I don't know. He doesn't really look like him, but he kind of makes me think of, maybe his name is Thomas, or maybe he's Hung. But I feel like this guy, the minute you walk off and you're like, I give up. I'm tired of waiting. I held on. It's time for me to fly. It's time for me to set my wings free and just go and move on and explore something new. And he's like, where are you going? Like, why you turn your back on me? Hey, I see you. I was just taking my time. I'm an earth sign. Hey, that was a horrible. I don't know who that was supposed to be. That was supposed to be the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And also could be dealing with a water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And Aries did come out. So then the minute you preoccupy yourself, he has something to say. He's holding up his cup, but he's still not really being bold enough. He's still just kind of hinting. Be careful that somebody's not trying to string you along. This can be if you're in a relationship too. This person, the minute you keep waiting for them to act a certain way, it's like they're not producing what they promised, and you're trying to hold on. You thinking about having an affair, you daydreaming about leaving, you having all these fantasies, and the minute you just get fed up and you're like, enough of this, and you do really detach yourself from them, they do something to pull you back in. So yeah, I don't know. This makes sure somebody is not playing mind games with you. I feel like too, there are some things that you need to think about. There is a need for you to maybe take a time out before you make any type of final decisions. I really feel like you need to tap into your inner self. I also see you maybe turning a blind eye to something that may be falling apart. Or maybe someone is just allowing something to fall apart. Someone is just, I almost feel like somebody is playing possum though. That's an old saying, where I think possums pretend to be asleep until you get up close on them or something. They're really woke. But I feel like maybe someone is pretending that they don't recognize that something needs attention, that you need attention, that the relationship needs attention. They're pretending like they don't notice. But here again, like I said, here they are, like becoming alert. I don't know. It just kind of makes me think of a creepy movie where you are trying to sneak out the room quietly, like you're in bed, the person is snoring, and you're like, let me creep out. Creep, 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 going to the door, and you turn it around to peek one last time, and they're sitting straight up. All creepy, like, what the fuck? You were just snoring. What are you doing? And they're like, no, I wasn't asleep. So something really weird like that is going on, where someone, the minute they get the nerve to walk out, then the person wakes up, and it's like, why do I always have to threaten to leave for you to do something? Like, it shouldn't be like that. And I don't know why, but it is kind of always like you're consistently having to get this person's attention by actually packing up a little bag and saying that you're leaving. Or if maybe you're not cheating, but you're like, you know what, he's asleep or she's asleep, they never pay me any attention, I'm gonna go out to a bar or something, I'm gonna meet out with some friends. And the minute you think that you're about to creep out the house, they stop you. It's like their intuition just awakens, and you know, they're like, you're not going anywhere. Then they start doing stuff to prove to you that they're in love with you or they're interested. I mean, if you're not in a relationship, it doesn't matter. It's still kind of the same way. It's almost like the minute you, just like I was saying earlier, it feels like you have like some sort of connection with somebody, but they're not doing anything, but you could feel it. And the minute you're like, I give up, you know, I guess maybe it's all in my imagination, it's not real, then something happens to confirm. And I'm saying confirm because the pentacles are coming out. You get some sort of confirmation or some sort of physical proof that someone was paying attention or they did feel the same thing. I still just don't like, though, how they just barely show you. They show you just a little bit, just to, someone is like feeding you just enough to keep you around from leaving fully. That's up to you if you want to stay and play these games. Or if you just really want to just say, you know what, I understand we got some sort of spiritual connection, but unfortunately that's not enough. I need results. I need action. So if you're not getting results in action, then you might be just on your way out the door. Because the Emperor, see, he play too much. He's just sitting there. He's watching. He always feels like the ball is in his court. And another reason, too, could be going on, and I've explained this before with the Emperor, the reason why he takes his time is because he's already made his decision. He sees you as the person that he does want to be with, but he's like, you know, I'll approach them on my terms, or when I'm ready. You know, they're not going anywhere, you know, because I've already claimed them in my mind. So until he's ready, you know, it's almost like they don't care if you start talking to somebody. It's like the minute he's ready, he's going to come and intervene and interrupt and just kind of disrupt your life and be like, hey, you belong to me. I saw you first. I don't care who you done met. It's just like, well, get your hands off of me. You weren't saying anything before. And he's like, what are you talking about? Of course I did. I told you I liked you. I told you I was into you. Remember that time by the cooler, you know? And he's just saying some shit, and it's just like, whatever. You know, are you serious or not? You know, what's going on? I don't have time for games. So you might need to also set some sort of boundaries with this person, especially if they think you thirsty. Stop staring at them and waiting for them. Even if they don't know it, they could feel your thirst. So stop it. You know, really preoccupy yourself, because he thinks it's funny. And he's going to come at you whenever he's ready. If you truly believe that you belong with this person too, let go and let God, you know? Let it go. They'll come around. Then be like them. Give them a taste of their own medicine. But be real with it. Don't be fake with it. Universe always know fake and real. The universe will be like, nah, you still thirsty. You just pretending. So you got to really, truly learn how to just release and let go and do you. So when the time is right, this person will come and act right. All right, so I'm done. I hope that made sense. I hope it resonated. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.